This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential non-fiction books, making learning a smarter experience. Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. A journey to self-discovery through a profound teacher-student bond. Have you ever encountered a mentor who dramatically shifted your life's trajectory? Mitch Albom, the central character of this poignant narrative, was fortunate enough to have Morrie, the guide, who profoundly influenced his life. Morrie Schwartz, a sociology professor at Brandeis University, was handed his death verdict in 1994. Diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a merciless neurodegenerative disease with no known cure, Morrie refused to surrender. Instead, he saw his impending demise as his final project, an opportunity to imprint his wisdom onto the hearts of others. Mitch Albom, a Brandeis University alumni, was caught up in an endless career chase, attempting to process his uncle's death from pancreatic cancer. He worked tirelessly as a sports journalist, seeking elusive control and overwork. Sometimes, wisdom resides in the most unlikely places. One evening in March 1995, Mitch saw a familiar face on the news show Nightline. His beloved former professor, Morrie, was diagnosed with ALS. Despite the grim prognosis, Morrie radiated an inner light, sharing his insights about life and death with a joyful spirit. This moved Mitch to reconnect with his old mentor, and thus their enlightening sessions restarted. This narrative invites you to delve into the testament to the enduring power of human connection and explore the essence of love, life, and legacy. Mitch and Morrie's meetings took place on Tuesdays. These were not conventional lessons. There were no textbooks, grades, or classrooms, but they shared profound conversations about life at Morrie's home, where they became like family. During the initial meetings, Morrie accepted his physical limitations and expressed missing activities like dancing. However, he radiated calmness and contentment that filled Mitch with unusual envy. Morrie's daily struggles heightened his empathy towards others. Mitch found it challenging to open up during these initial sessions, but Morrie didn't let the silence bother him, as he had once been in his students' shoes. Letting emotions flow is a sign of strength. As the meetings progressed, Mitch started bringing food, a tradition that they upheld throughout their sessions. He took care of Morrie and learned to lift him from his wheelchair, a task that triggered a profound realization about the fleeting nature of life and joy. By their third meeting, Mitch decided to record their heart-to-heart talks. He arrived with a Sony tape recorder, symbolizing a desire to preserve Morrie's wisdom for posterity. Despite knowing that their time together was limited, they cherished their moments. Morrie's interviews on Nightline painted a vivid picture of his deteriorating health. Yet, he remained prepared for any outcome, emphasizing non-verbal expressions of love in the face of communication challenges. Do you know? ALS is often referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease in the US, named after the famous baseball player diagnosed with the condition in 1939. Morrie lost his mother at the tender age of 8. Haunted by her vacant eyes and pallid skin, he grappled with a sense of loss that his father, a poor immigrant, struggled to address. His stepmother, Eva, championed the role of caregiver and emphasized the importance of education, inspiring Morrie to become a teacher. Morrie's insights on death unraveled during the fourth meeting. He urged Mitch to internalize mortality as a way to engage more fully in life. His philosophy that confrontation with death sheds meaningless pursuits encouraged Mitch to focus on his core values and forge deeper connections. Material possessions cannot compensate for love and compassion. They marveled at nature's transformations through the window as Morrie could no longer venture outdoors. They stood together, entranced by the sight of the wind blowing, showcasing the beauty in simple pleasures. Despite his failing health, Morrie cherished the countless letters he received from his Nightline appearances. He absorbed every shared story and endeavored to respond to each letter, showcasing his inherent attentiveness towards others, which his father lacked. During the fifth meeting, they discussed the importance of family, the unshakable pillar of support amidst life's turbulence. Morrie emphasized the invaluable role of love, recounting his longing for spiritual security after his mother's demise, which money, fame, or work could not replace. The foundation of a healthy family lies in unconditional love. Morrie's two sons inherited his emotional openness, prompting Mitch to ponder his relationship with his brother, which had become strained after his brother relocated to Europe. The revelation of his brother's pancreatic cancer triggered a familiar sense of guilt in Mitch, mirroring Morrie's feelings about his brother David's polio years ago. During their sixth meeting, Mitch discovered that Morrie could no longer eat. He felt foolish holding bags full of food while the table was cluttered with numerous pill bottles. Morrie's deteriorating health distressed Mitch, leading Morrie to share a technique for emotional detachment. Allow the emotion in. Acknowledge it. Experience it fully. Detach. By holding back emotions, they often morph into anxiety and despair. Therefore, it's crucial to let tears fall, embrace loved ones, and not let fear dominate. Feel the pain, step away, and take lessons from it. During their seventh meeting, Morrie advised Mitch to accept the process of aging. He highlighted that youth, while vibrant, often lacks wisdom and is prone to manipulation. Although Morrie occasionally envied the young, he learned to let go of such feelings. Despite being 78, he nurtured the innocence of a child and the wisdom of an adult, a balance that left Mitch feeling physically stronger, yet not superior. During their eighth meeting, they discussed money. As Morrie's life neared its end, he saw little importance in material possessions and expressed concern about the culture of consumerism, where wealth is often mistaken for happiness. In Morrie's study, Mitch noticed a lack of new acquisitions besides necessary medical equipment. From the moment Morrie learned about his terminal illness, his desire to buy more dwindled. Instead, his home morphed into a hub of trust, conversation, and companionship. Morrie encouraged giving to others as a path to fulfillment and respect, reinforcing that creating meaningful connections brings hope. The key to true happiness lies in cherishing time and warm memories over materialistic possessions. During their ninth meeting, Morrie revealed his tombstone epitaph, "A teacher to the last." He was unafraid of being forgotten post-death as he focused entirely on the present, spreading love and wisdom. During their 10th meeting, Mitch introduced his wife, Janine, to Morrie. As she sang, Mitch reflected on their marriage. He had once aspired to become a musician but found his dream realized in Janine, a professional singer. Inspired by her, he strived to become a better person. Morrie empathized with younger generations, acknowledging the challenges of finding a soulmate in a culture that often overlooks the importance of meaningful relationships. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give love and allow it to come in. Tilda Morrie Schwartz. Mitch Albom. Emphasizing the importance of having a loved one, especially during challenging times, Morrie expressed his unwavering trust in his wife, Charlotte. Yet again, Mitch found himself yearning to emulate his teacher. The 11th meeting revolved around culture. Morrie explained that fear often breeds unkindness, and society's obsession with productivity exacerbates this. He noted that many lost their souls chasing wealth, believing it brings happiness. He proposed creating a culture that promotes self-pride and acceptance. Morrie's final interview with British-American journalist Ted Koppel displayed his significantly deteriorated physical condition, a stark contrast to his unwavering spirit. During their 12th meeting, Mitch and Morrie reflected on past regrets and agreed that forgiveness is the only path to inner peace. Morrie also shared his burial plans, asking Mitch to continue visiting him on Tuesdays in the afterlife. On the 13th meeting, Morrie assured Mitch that he would reconnect with his brother. These words resonated deeply with Mitch, who eventually reached out to his brother in Spain. As always, Morrie's wisdom prevailed. It's never too late to mend fractured relationships. On their 14th and final meeting, they shared their last lesson. Mitch knew Morrie was nearing his end. He found him in bed, lying under a blanket. They cried together, holding hands. Morrie passed away on Saturday, November the 4th. His funeral was a small gathering of close friends and relatives. As Morrie's ashes were buried, Mitch attempted to converse with his teacher again and found the imaginary conversation surprisingly real. It was Tuesday. Mitch Albom's heartfelt chronicle of his reconnection with his ailing college professor Morrie Schwartz imparts a timeless lesson. Everyone needs a mentor who recognizes their untapped potential and guides them towards brilliance with wisdom. If you've been fortunate to encounter such individuals, you'll invariably find your way back to them, either in your thoughts or by their bedside. Treasure these experiences because one day you'll pass on your wisdom to the next generation, continuing the cycle of teaching. Here are some key takeaways. Welcome your emotions and vulnerabilities. They're integral to your humanity. Cherish the simple joys in life and don't delay happiness. Reach out for help. You'll witness people's eagerness to lend a hand. Dodge the trap of comparison. Seek motivation, not rivalry. Embrace mortality to attain peace in the present. Hypothetical objections. First, this story sounds too sentimental. I don't know if I can handle a book that's so heavy on emotions. Handling. While Tuesdays with Morrie does delve into emotional territory, it's important to remember that it's not just about eliciting tears. It's a journey of self-discovery, imparting life lessons that can help readers navigate their personal and professional challenges. The emotional depth adds to the richness of the narrative, making the lessons more impactful. First, I'm not a fan of non-fiction or biographical books. I prefer stories that provide an escape from reality. Handling. While Tuesdays with Morrie is rooted in reality, it transcends the boundaries of non-fiction and biography. It's a compelling narrative about human connection, love, life, and legacy that keeps readers engaged, providing not an escape from reality, but a deeper understanding of it. First, I'm not sure if I'll relate to a book about a dying professor and his former student. It seems too specific to their experience. Handling. Despite the unique circumstances of the characters, the themes explored in Tuesdays with Morrie are universal. The book delves into profound topics like love, death, forgiveness, and the pursuit of happiness, issues that touch everyone's lives. The unique relationship between Mitch and Morrie serves as a medium to convey these universal truths.